Hey, Gems. It's your girl Chantel, the Gem herself, here with another episode of Kink and Tell with Chantel the Gem. Um, y'all, your girl was not feeling today. I've had a pretty rough week, bruh. Gonna keep it a full buck. Like, I don't know if it's been the weather or what, but your girl has been pretty low. Stressing about different things, I got so many things on my plate, starting to feel overwhelmed and a little burnt out, and was really just taking mental health into my, forefront, because y'all know your girl is an advocate. With that being said, you guys didn't get Monday's episode. And hopefully you know by now that mental health is so important to me, that the only reason why you wouldn't be getting the episodes as planned is if something was going on in that aspect. So I love you guys so much. I really do. But Monday, your girl had to sit this one out. I have been on go. Okay, I had a spark of ambition. And I just kind of was going at the same speed, which was, this is my villain season. I'm bullying my way into, the millions and all of that. And I just kind of got it caught up. Your girl's burnt. Especially when you feel like you've been moving towards something and you realize you're standing or you ended up in the same spot as what you started in. That ish can be discouraging. So your girl had to take a little moment. Okay, had to take a little moment. And, this is me coming to y'all just raw, because your girl is transparent. Y'all know the vibes. And just kind of talking to y'all about mental health. This entire episode isn't about this. I actually have some fun topics that I want to talk about, because I had a good conversation the other day that I kind of wanted to get on camera. Okay. Now, this would be great if I could, invite her to the conversation and actually have it with her. But I don't believe that she would be down for that. But then again, I really didn't ask. With that being said, though, mental health is important. Your girl's an advocate, obviously, as a life, romance, and intimacy coach. Obviously, as a black woman with PTSD and anxiety and ADHD, I'm the first one in that line. Take the time if you need to F everything else, right? Let's get into the topics. Okay? Now, again, your girl wasn't feeling today. So, all this energy is especially put together for y'all. Okay? Because right after I click off this camera, these eyelashes, these earrings, and this cardigan is coming off. And I'm going to slide my butt right back into this bed and turn on some TV or some music and try to keep my brain occupied. Okay? Now, don't come for me, because I know y'all like to tussle. Okay? But today's conversation is going to be about seeing things at face value and not coming into lanes that that aren't for you. Okay, so I got a little story. Y'all know how it is. But before I get into all of that, we're going to do the affirmation that is near and dear to my heart. I am in the timeline of my highest good, my deepest desires, and my ultimate fulfillment. Another time for those in the back. I am in the timeline of my highest good, my deepest desires, and my ultimate fulfillment. Now let's get into the juicy. Alright, now look. If you didn't know, now you know. Your girl is of the BDSM lifestyle. I am a switch, a sub, and a dominatrix. And, when I feel like it. I have had subs. I have had doms. I have had both. Okay. I'm telling you this because it's important for the story. Okay? It is important for the story that I have for you guys. Now, on this fateful day in the story, we were on Facebook. Okay? Face of books. Don't mind my little belly showing. We were on Facebook. Someone that I know reposted a video of a woman who was in, obviously, a scene with her master, her dom, whatever their titles were, okay? The woman was in a dog cage. I'm not sure if you guys seen this video or not, but we're going to talk about it. The woman was in a doggy cage. She had on like leather doggy ears. She had on a collar. She had on like a little harness thing that had like a little tail attached to it. And she was in mode, right? She was barking and like eating out of like a little dish and things. And her master, her dom, whichever his category is for her, was like, who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? And she was barking and waving her tail. And she was like acting like an excited, puppy dog, right? The comments, y'all. She put black women back 50-something years and all this other kind of stuff. Like, this is distasteful. This is tragic and just all, y'all can imagine the comments, okay? Good vibes only on this station, so we're not going to go through all of them. But the person that redid it was a family member. So, I, being who I am, jumped in those comments expeditiously, okay? And pretty much just said, yo, no one sent for you, so don't come for them. Because the comment that was made with the video when it were posted was, what WTF, or are you kidding me, or something like that. And I was pretty much just saying, like, if you're not of the lifestyle, you would not understand, okay? I see 2 consensual adults. That's what matters to me. 2 consensual adults minding their business, right? Now, whether the video was made and posted as some type of, thing between him and her, it could have been used for, an extension of the play that they were going through. And by play, I mean like the scene that they were in. Again, if you don't know the words or understand what I'm talking about, please respectfully ask me questions. But you never know what the agreement was. The agreement could have been, oh, we're going to do the scene, and then I'm going to record you, and I'm going to post you, and that could have been a turn-on for her. And that is what they, were thriving off of, is people seeing how, a good girl she was. You never know, right? Sorry, let me exit out of this so I don't keep getting dinged. Okay, so you never know, right? Now, I pretty much jumped in the comments, was like, yo, if you don't understand the lifestyle, you wouldn't understand it. And the person replied and was like, you know what, you're right. Everything for, people have different things that they're into. I'm just saying that it's not for me. This is where my issue is. Who said that it was for you? Did someone call you out and say, yo, I think that you would like this? Or did you see something that you didn't like and thought that the world should know that you don't like it? My problem with this is the people who do like it are also the people who see you commenting and having something to say. Okay? Now, if the people who do like it are also see you commenting and having something to say about something that they feel is natural to them, or maybe they feel like what they're into is quote-unquote worse than what you're even looking at, you're making people feel some type of way, all to show your disgust for something that no one even put you and that thing in a category together. People need to understand how to stay in their lane. Stay in your lane. No one asked you. I say this to say, stay in your lane. Okay? There's really no better way to put it. Stay in your lane. Like, no one asked you for your input on this thing. You just decided because it was on social media that there was a reason for you to give your input, or that you were privy to be able to do that. But you don't realize the harm that you do when all you want to do is just show your disgust to things that have nothing to do with you. Okay? I'm going to try not to stay here too long because I could really rant about this all the time. The suicide rate amongst young black people right now is alarmingly high. Okay? Young people in general, alarmingly high. And I can't help to think that there may be a connection between social media and how we perceive things and people in their actual daily life. Live your life. I recommend that you live your life and you go through things trying to see love and just the good things in things, instead of trying to find a reason to show your disgust for things, because you never know who you're harming. I will tangent to this. Today on Face of the Books, right? Which, y'all, I'm not going to be on there for too much longer because it really is affecting my mental health. But also being on Face of the Books, right? There was a post in a group that I'm in that says something like, dating a Gemini and dating a Sagittarius should be on the list of 1,000 ways to die. There was no LOL. There was no crack the fuck up. There was no laughing emoji. If anything, I believe there was an emoji that was more like a ugh. As a Gem, okay, you're listening to Kink and Tell with the Gem. And having a best friend that's a Sag. We used to always talk about how much shade is thrown our ways just for us being a certain zodiac sign. First and foremost, I want to preface, you're more than your fucking sun sign. I am so sorry for cursing, but really, people need to get it through their fucking heads. You are more than your sun sign, okay? If you mess with an Aries and you feel like, oh my God, I can't deal with Aries, you can't deal with that Aries, okay? That Aries had a sun, a moon, and a fucking rising. Like, you are more than just your sun sign. So by you sitting there and saying things of that detriment, like, people don't understand. Some of the things that you put out there is so harmful. You don't even know who would just read that and thought to themselves, oh my God, am I that bad? Now, granted, okay, some of us understand that, you can't put that much stock in what people say, yada, 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 yada. But had you caught me on the right day with me having PTSD, and I saw a post like that, it would have literally fucked with my head. Do I know that I'm the shit? Hell yeah. Okay? Has nothing to do with the fact that I'm a Gemini. Although I am very proud of who I am, and I use that as my marketing strategy because people shit on us all the time. But it is never a reason or probable for you to sit there and condemn an entire group of people, regardless that be race, sexuality, zodiac sign, what have you. By you grouping a group of people, a segment of people together, and putting a bad label on them, or making them feel some type of way because they fall within what the constructs of what that group would be, is disgusting. So, being who I am, I moseyed on into the comments expeditiously and said, although I do believe that this is a joke, I want anyone who is a Gem or a Sag to know that you are more than your sun sign, and birth charts are a thing for a reason. Because you never know who is reading the things that you are posting. Right? Social media is free for all age groups. not just adults. The right adolescent or the right person with the mental struggle or whoever sees comments like these and has to contemplate whether or not they feel worthy, whether or not they feel like people like them or like they have a place in this earth without being condemned all the damn time. Careful with what shade you throw where, is what I'm saying. There is no need to come for people when no one sent for you. Yes, y'all, I wasn't feeling today. I wasn't. But because of the things that I've been seeing and the comments that I have been seeing online, it got under my skin, to say the least. I am a little bit livid. Because I'm thinking of real young, impressionable Jim. Okay? The real young, impressionable Sag. The real young, impressionable Aries. The real young and impressionable, person who's trying to find their place in the BDSM world, or person who thought that, the kink that they saw in that video looked like it might be fun to them. And then they look at all the comments and they're literally dragging this couple through the mud. Who sent for you? Who sent for you? Whatever happened to leading your life with love, and don't say anything, bad, or, treat people how you want to be treated. Whatever happened to all of that? Some people, not saying you, some people are out here really just sharing misery. And I'm going to be the first to tell you, if I see you post anything that has anything to do with someone else's lane, and all you are doing is showering doubt, negativity, or dragging them, I will block you with the quickness. There is no need for it. World is hard enough as it is, yes? I think we all had a pretty trying couple of last years. Yeah? That's why everybody's on their boss shit this year, right? That's why this year is yours, right? That's why we are conquering shit this year, right? Because we had a pretty shitty last couple years, right? We lost people. Okay, we're mourning people still. Okay? It's dangerous out in these streets. You got to wear a mask to go every goddamn where. But you want to sit online and just shower people with your negativity. I'm not here for it, and I will block you expeditiously. To the people that are used at the butt end of a joke, know that you are loved. Know that there is nobody in this world who can tell you your worth. Okay? Them, especially my gems, and my Sages, and my Aries, and my zodiac signs that like to get shitted on. Every zodiac sign has something with them that other people may not look as favorable. Right? Geminis are looked at as being two-faced, right? We're supposed to be two-faced and cunning and sneaky and shit. Bet. Okay. What the fuck ever. I know how to be in a business boardroom meeting. Okay? And how to be in a BDSM sex chamber. Why? Because I know how to see things from different points of view. Is that because I'm a Gemini? I mean, maybe. It could also just be because I know that I'm not the only bitch in this world. And that other things fucking happen. And people have different points of view. Yes, okay, we contribute a lot of things to our zodiac sign. I get it. But you actually interact with people more off of your moon sign than you do your face value sun sign. If you looked at your birth chart, you would know this shit. It just really gets under my skin when they try to make people feel some type of way because they were born in a certain time period. You don't like who? For what? Grow up. Grow up. Now, with that being said, I did also want to go into and talk to you about, I had a good conversation with a loved one the other day about how, which I think I've talked about this before, actually, being friends with heterosexual, individuals as a LGBTQIA mafia member, and how sometimes those relationships or those friendships can be a little tricky. Being a female, being gay, sometimes I've had female friends that mistake our friendships as relationships or what would be deemed as a relationship for me because they're able to do it with their other friends that aren't gay, right? So, for instance, you have a lesbian friend and you're a female and you cling to her while you're at the bar and you tell people that you guys are together and you twerk on her and you kiss on her and all this other stuff, and then when you leave you're still saying that you're straight, or you make different comments, or you want to throw different energy around the room, or like do little text messages or whatever about getting eaten out or whatever the world, and then you want to turn around and claim that you're straight. For those of us who are gay, let me give you a PSA. I'm not to be fucked with. Okay? Playing around with the grabbing on and like throwing your ass around in their face and twerking on them and they wanted to kiss all over them and shit. The gay community, okay, you will get fucked. This show is not for kids. I don't really care if I'm cursing today. Again, I did not wake up on any kind of whatever. You guys are getting what I have. You get me? Bet. Let's keep going. You will get fucked. Don't play around here. Okay? My sexuality is not means for entertainment. It is not a means for you to feel as if you can, claim to be my girlfriend when men are hitting on you or whatever the fuck. Although I do know that is a tactic that us women use to, deter unwanted gaze from men. Let me also say this, though. Say you have a friend that's okay with that, bet. Know the levels to this shit. Don't take that and run with it and start kissing all over, grabbing all over, and putting your hand in certain places and ish, because you will get fucked. Okay? I told my friend the other day, a younger version of me used to play along with that shit and see how far I can fucking take it. Since you want to act like my sexuality is a goddamn game, let's see who wins at the end of the night. Now, again, no, not the best part of my, not saying to do these things. I am, honest to God, just saying that, for those of us who are gay, and I do keep saying gay, meaning that, right time, right place, right person, you can get it. I feel no kind of way about it. I love women, yes. This is another thing. Love women, yes. Okay? Love melanated women especially, yes. But just because I love melanated women doesn't mean I love all melanated women and I want to hump all melanated women. I don't know why, but I had this conversation with a friend of mine who was also of the LGBTQIA mafia, and we were having a discussion about how when people feel like we're hitting on them when we're just being nice, and they take offense to it because we're being nice and they think that we want to be in their pants. But then when you turn around and you have like the same person and they, see you, hitting on someone else, or if a comment comes up of them maybe thinking that you were hitting on them and you go, ew, no, then they get offended. Like, wait, bitch, I'm cute. Why wouldn't you want to hit this? But if I turn around and said I wanted to hit it, then you would be like, ew, no, I'm not like that. Or, especially take the ill out of it, by the way. Just because it's not for you doesn't mean it's disgusting or a depravable thing. I hate that too. Like, people just being like, ew. Ew what, bitch? Like, anyway. With that being said, though, I'm going to get off my rant. It's 20 minutes and some change, and I really do not have the energy to be on here for a long period of time. But I will say this. have a conversation with your LGBTQIA friends or mafia if you haven't known them for that long, and see what is acceptable and what is not with them. Some of us are perfectly okay with the, grinding on, hugging on, whatever. There is a section of us that are okay with that. There's also a section of us that will literally tell you, like, if you keep doing that shit, you better be careful because I will spread you open. There's also another, category of us that are between the two. And, depending on who you are, you could get it. And depending on who you are, you could not. You get what I'm saying? Have these conversations with those that you love. I would even say also to my mafia family to ask your straight friends what makes them feel comfortable and uncomfortable. Now, granted, I don't believe that someone's sexuality should make you feel any kind of way about yourself. However, I do understand that interaction on certain things may rub somebody the wrong way or something. Communication is key, people. Just make sure that you're having discussions and make sure that you're staying in your lane. That's really all this is about. Stay in your lane and communicate. Okay? That's what you should have got from this. Stay in your fucking lane and communicate. Yeah? Great talk, guys. I love you all so much. Your girl will be back. I can't say exactly when, but I love you guys so much. You guys will be hearing from me. I'm hoping that today is the last day of me having some me time and I can get back to fully blazing these streets with my voice and my presence in my lingerie store tomorrow. But, this entire week has been kind of like Mr. Potato Head. So I love you guys so much. Thank you again for popping in to another episode of Kink and Tell with Chantel the Gym. Mental health is important. Take time for yourself. I love you. If you need me, you know where to find me. Yeah? Bye, guys.